We always do a pour.
We'll always do a fucking pour. Oh, buddy, you're in for a treat. Sorry, guys, we're getting the camera situated here.
Here we go.
Much apologies, everyone. Just trying to get this all situated. Oh, and I think I nabbed it. Oh, that's like pretty. Oh, look at the lighting's good. Everything's good. Hello, everyone. Mike and I might be slightly cut off, but we're good. Make sure.
Mike was slightly cut off at birth.
Hey-oh!
Bottle opener?
I was about to say, yeah, this is an alien brew. We have a bottle opener.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Let me just double check that we're good.
Live?
We are. Yeah, we're live. I was just getting the camera situated.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Pints and Pistons.
Holy shit, yep, you can smell that.
Hops on hops on hops on hops.
No, hops on hemps.
You know what? You know what? Oh boy. Let me take a sip of root. I'm open.
Sniff it. Remember what I said before.
Wow, this is...
I wish I could smell stuff.
So guys,
You can't smell it?
I haven't smelled anything in months.
Mike is the one that got this beer, so we'll let him explain.
and we need to approach this in the most mannerful way
Okay,
possible.
can we enter like say hey and all? Say, hey guys, this is Pints and
welcome
Pistons.
to Pints and
How's it
Pistons.
going?
Yeah.
I did kind of a
Alright.
sarcastic one.
Well, we're opening it up with a beer, and this beer, my brother-in-law actually turned me on to it last weekend, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna try it. It is an HPA, not an IPA. It is called the Hemperor. It is a hops and hemp grain together at last. Basically, it is a hemp pale ale. The bottle says the Hemperor HPA is a new kind of hoppy beer blending hemp with hops for complete sensory domination. And yeah.
7% by volume?
7%. And before we hop in,
See what you did there.
welcome to Pints and Pistons again, guys. YouTube's one and only unscripted, unfiltered, unedited, uncensored car and beer clash together talk show podcast. We do other stuff too. So if you guys are here and you're watching, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. We do some other stuff. There's more stuff coming in the future. Maybe some foreshadowing with my T-shirt. And we also
our T-shirts, which are for sale.
Yeah, you can find these T-shirts on clutchshiftgo.com. I didn't put anything in the description. Oh no,
Slacker.
I am so sorry. I did not put anything in the description. After this live stream is over, it will be updated with all the proper links to find us everywhere, because we're on Instagram and Facebook and all that. And clutchshiftgo.com is one of our primary sponsors. They sell our T-shirts, which you can see our two beautiful gentlemen here wearing. And
Gentlemen?
Yeah.
Where?
I did.
Where?
I did.
Don't call him names like that.
So,
harsh.
if you guys like
it is.
cars...
Half pipe and quarter,
True.
three-quarter pipe.
Yeah. If you guys like cars, you like people insulting each other, you like beer, you're in the right place.
Half pint and piston.
Half pint, you're missing a connecting rod, but...
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers, boys!
So, I gotta say with this beer, for those who have watched this channel many, many times, know that me and Brian are not IPA people, and we pretty much agree on IPA-ness. When I tried this, again, not my favorite beer, but this is an IPA that does not fully take the happiness out of my mouth.
No, this is...
And it works.
It sort of lingers there for a
yeah,
little
but
while.
it's
there.
not. It's definitely not Sweetwater 420.
Oh god.
No, this is actually really good. I'm an IPA guy.
It's bold, but it doesn't punch you in the face.
Exactly.
No, I want to chug it and get another one. It's delicious. I actually like this a lot.
That's not bad at all.
You know,
No.
it kind of reminds me of the Unholy Triple.
A little bit, yeah.
Fruity
Yeah.
and hoppy. It's not, like I said, it's not blow the back of your skull out with the hops.
Yeah.
Also,
I dig it.
if anyone else jumps in, Make sure you guys share our live stream around.
That was
So
sweet.
I know it was. So other people can watch with you guys. And of course, once this live stream is over, it will be posted up on our YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure.
We'll stay there permanently.
Yeah.
A permanent record of
Unfortunate.
4 idiots drinking beer.
Right.
And if you guys also like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe to our channel and like the video.
Comment in, like, and subscribe.
Pretty much. We interact with you guys
What does
hardcore.
all the other people say? Click that like button.
Click that
subscribe
hit
button.
that like
and
button.
ring that little bell.
Right there,
Yeah,
the bell.
It's right.
It's
right there.
Get- There it is, right.
You're just kind of pointing at my junk, but okay.
Whoa.
That's the bell, bro.
Ew.
Ha!
Bing.
So, welcome. We don't really have many people. I don't think we have anyone watching right now, but that's cool. For the, yeah, pretty much. Tonight we're doing.
Apparently there's one there.
That's you.
No, I'm logged into us.
Oh, what's not you? Good
Who's
enough.
not me?
Well, anyway.
Interesting.
So guys, we are doing some topics tonight. That
Topics. 2 topics that our fans
Actually,
have given us.
Yes, we
Thank
have
you,
two fan
fans.
topics,
Yes.
finally.
we have 2 whole fans.
Well, we had 3 people comment, but one of them we actually apparently already did.
Well,
Yeah.
well, we did the supercharger versus
Turbo.
We didn't have
We
the
didn't have
nitrous in
nitrous
there,
in
but we
there.
kind of done that.
Basically, nitrous goes on top of that and can either make you very happy or make you very sad, depending on what rod goes knocking.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing a couple fan topics tonight. One of ours, and of course, we'll be ending the show. I'm guessing
With
Brian.
a wonderful Bring a
Yes,
Trailer.
Bring a
thing.
trailer.
no, I'm throwing you guys for a loop. This is not
Craigslist?
not a bring a trailer. It's an eBay auction that I
Ooh.
found.
Oh, an eBay. Okay.
And just so that you guys cannot see the price of this, I saved the pictures on here, and
Oh, cool.
so you guys can scroll through some
Look
pictures
at you
and
doing
not-
your homework.
and not see any kind of price on this.
Okay.
Look at you.
Yes. And I already know what the figure is in my head, so we're all good.
Well, that's good.
Awesome. That's going to be
And then-
exciting.
Let's put it this way. I stumbled on this auction, and this was one that if I could still drive a manual, I might have been inclined to
Buy it.
and
Pull out
fly, to,
alone.
and fly to Ohio and drive it home.
Well,
well.
and then we
And
got...
it's what you guys know that I normally like. This might throw you for a loop.
Oh,
but
damn.
yeah, this is
Well, I guess
We got one more topic too, and that's one that we just kind of just threw
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
I just threw it out in a text message just because I thought
So
it was a good conversation between us, and then it instantly turned into that's a topic. I'm like, shit, I actually gotta think of
it
something.
works out good. So,
Um,
what was the first?
Well, one more time before we get in. Whoever else out there is watching, make sure you guys share our stream so other people can come see it. I'm Daniel. That's Brian. That's Chris. That's Mike.
Hi guys,
We are 4 people.
we are the Four Amigos.
Hoi!
Three.
4 assholes.
3.5. 3.
3.75 assholes, I guess.
What was it? 2.5.
We're 2
men?
sets of nuts.
Something like that. Pretty much.
3.5 men.
Yeah, 3.5. So,
Great,
let's
we're
jump
gonna get
into
Super Box
our
now.
first
Hey, we got
fan.
2. We got 2.
Let's jump into our first fan pick topic for the night.
Okay, so we
Drag
got
racing versus circuit racing.
versus road racing. Versus
Circuit
road
racing, road racing. And we're not talking about street digs versus actually at the track. We're actually talking about drag racing versus doing
Road
a
racing.
road course.
It's
Yeah.
pretty much like, what's your preference and why? And we want to know from you guys too. We're we're very interactive. As you can see, we have a tab. There we are.
I don't take the iPad off my house enough to actually put this back on Verizon. So.
Right.
We're up.
We're up.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're back up.
And we're back.
Sorry about that,
Sorry,
guys.
yeah.
Technological differences.
It happens. We
A lot.
really should start doing pre-recorded episodes.
Or
Uh,
we need
we-
to set up with a computer that's more stable. That
Basically,
What we
yeah,
need
a
to
computer
do-
with a computer with a.
Yeah.
No,
We're-
we need to do a computer, and then we only need to go to Walmart, buy a one full $10, 150-foot Ethernet cord, and just fucking in route right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, we're
Like
going.
neighbors.
We
Like I
live
say-
stream off a phone.
Like I said, I mean, it's not the Wi-Fi that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's now how much bandwidth we're pulling
Yeah.
out and how much is going out at the same
So
time.
and that's why it'd be easier. It would be easier with a actually plugged-in connection
Yeah.
and all that.
But
You don't
aside
need
from
to
the
do it.
technological
Yeah,
bullshit,
yeah, yeah.
drag racing versus road racing. Somebody go.
Okay, as a fan, I always preferred road racing over drag racing
Yes.
and circle track racing. It's not to say that it's better, it's just my personal preference. Each discipline takes skill, it takes time and practice to learn it. And for me going drag racing, I've taken my car from going like 15.15 to 1470s, without any changes on the car, it's literally
Driver mod.
just driver mod. It's learning how to line up, launch the car, where to shift it at, even for an automatic, because I manually shift mine. It's you just learn how to do it, and you'll get quicker from that. So road racing, you're doing autocross,
Right.
drag racing
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It comes down to where in drag racing, like it might seem to people who haven't done it before, you're just flooring and going in a straight line.
God, it's so
Well,
not that.
you gotta anticipate a light. You gotta where in a circuit race, you have yes, you mess up this corner, but you still got straightaways, other corners, all that. This you have a quarter mile, generally between.
You blow the 60 foot,
Yeah.
and you're past the shot.
Yeah, you got a couple seconds to. If you mess up a shift, you're screwed. If you don't launch it right, you're screwed. You blow the tires off, you're screwed. Like
Yeah,
either way,
basically,
like
if
you gotta
screw-
have a
screw
perfect
60
thing.
foot, and you're done.
Yeah,
A drag run has to be, the whole thing has to be absolutely perfect.
in that little amount of time.
Yeah, the whole thing from the launch all the way down to the end of the track, every bit of it has to be perfect.
Even the
Whereas
shutdown.
with road racing,
Right.
you know, you made a mistake in one
You
corner.
can actually say a difference between road racing, because technically rally is road racing, but it's different than any type of a circuit or even a natural terrain road course or anything like that.
Right.
Because a road race will see one corner 1,000 times. A rally race will see,
Never see
1,000 corners once.
Right,
yeah.
So I mean, it's just
You got
any
another guy
type of
screaming in
motorsports is a
your
different
ear
skill
and
set.
everything and all
But that's
that.
more of a point to point versus a
yeah,
circuit
it's a
to where
sprint
you're doing
race,
laps.
yeah, right.
You know, you're doing
But-
a point to point.
And it's one of those things too, and like, you know, don't think that like none of us here are just talking from what we've seen. Like, we all have cars well enough to do these things, and
The numbers are still on my car from the autocross 2 weeks ago.
exactly like
Stay tuned for that, by the way. I'm gonna get a GoPro, and I'm gonna start filming the autocross runs, and they'll be posted up on the channel, and you'll get to hang out with me as I learn how to drive a
Yeah, I
car.
might have to-
And
I
as
might
we're
have to-
talking about
You
that,
know what? I might
about
just have
autocross,
to upload one of my drag racing videos from my channel up onto our
You
channel.
should.
by all means.
But the next autocross event is actually the day after my birthday.
Whereas the one I've been doing,
But the thing
there's
is there's
two
very,
run groups,
there's
and they
very
run the
few-
groups.
Sorry
there's
again,
very
guys,
few
we went
people
down.
that go to the Vanilla one. That's why it's not an open or a classic. It's the championship, but everyone goes to it because there's very few people that are going to the Vanilla one, so they're not seeing the volume as they see at the other ones. So might be a little more runs.
Maybe.
But
I'll go.
we're still on our first topic. Who was talking when
Yeah, no, just
You were mentioning that we all have cars that can do various
Well,
things.
yeah, you know, and
and
it's
then we
like
brought up autocross.
it's you know, and it's one of those things like, you know, my preference. The problem is I love everything, you know. My
That's-
preferences though, and
It's us.
I guess it's mainly because of the type of car I have for a daily is drag racing.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I mean, it's a blast for one. I mean, and I'm not saying road racing or autocross isn't, but the fact of the matter is when it comes down to me and 10 other people, it's me and the other person next to me. And you know what? We're
For
both
those 10 seconds or less than the 8th mile, you're free.
we're both going to be fighting tooth and nail. I mean, I have a front wheel drive car that makes 350 or 60 something foot-pounds of torque at the wheels. We are both going to be in a sheer fight.
With the steering wheel, because I understand the same
Exactly.
way. It's,
And-
floor it.
And it
Floor it.
really goes so much more than that. Even with all the driver assists I have in my tune with, you know, flat foot shifting and launch control and everything, I gotta time everything
Yep.
perfectly. Now, if I'm taking my car on a circuit run somewhere, you know, the launch necessarily isn't going to matter and everything. And as long as I get
Most
my
of the time you're going to be doing
Hold
your
on,
own
hold
stuff
on.
anyway.
Big old land yacht.
yeah, that was
That looked like a mid-70s giant-ass LTD.
Yes.
it really did.
Actually, it is a late 60s Pontiac convertible. I think.
Nice.
Oh, Belvedere.
Or Bonneville.
Yeah,
Or
no, it's
Bonneville.
Bonneville. He lives right down there.
Nice.
Yeah, straight
But
pipe.
Anyway, like
Convertible.
you know, when it comes to circuit racing, let's say I'm doing some of the multiple laps and everything, and my first lap isn't the best, but after that first lap, I've tracked the track pretty good, and I can start hitting the apexes and the corners and finding out where I can go full throttle, where I can't. With a drag race, it's then and there. You know, it's right then and there, and it's going to change every time you do it. You
then
don't.
and there versus an endurance type thing,
Right.
to where a circuit you gotta make sure that like each lap doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you're consistent in that, you're gonna run great times, and you're
Unless
gonna
you're
do.
consistently crappy.
Oh yeah, which
Well, we're not on mic. I was going to say. I mean,
you're not gonna throw a controller and sit on the porch for a couple hours. But anyway, so but
No,
no,
I'm just
it's-
gonna fumble at the thing blindly, going, "Why can't I control this fucking thing?"
Yeah, no, it's I agree with that, but it's one of those like I love dragging my car, but with the way it's set up, throwing that thing through a corner at 80 miles per hour and watching it hold when I'm like, why am I not dead in that tree right now? This is awesome.
I mean, that's like my Mustang on a certain Mexican road that's local, that's 10 miles long with 50 some odd
That's the
corners.
circle track. You're here in the circle
Yeah,
track.
so-
Yeah,
here,
there's
okay.
by the
Yeah,
way,
there-
we're very close to a small
yeah.
local racetrack over here. And,
lots of horsepower running around.
Yeah,
circles.
so and they're doing
Um,
right now. It's they're doing testing, so you might hear in the background some wonderful sprint cars going
Yeah,
on.
we hear some
Yeah.
race cars doing race car things.
Some super quick, unrelated side note, I guess partially related but not, and this is one for you guys to look up too. Our friend Nick, who
Oh yes.
our friend Nick, who
Yes.
well, no, this is not what you're thinking. Our friend Nick, who has the Mercury XR4 Ti, which you can find on our channel.
Which
at-
3 out of 4 of us have gotten to ride. I've gotten to ride in it pretty much the last since the day he's gotten it. Every
Right.
single day I've been going for rides in it, and I'm okay with it because
I-
it's my entire
I went for
time.
a ride in it yesterday. That thing's a riot.
Oh, besides that point, though, and by the way, you can find a video of that car on our channel. Nick has never driven down Ozello Trail.
What?
Now, for you guys who just heard that, I'm gonna go ahead and just give away our location. I mean, we already talked about it. And
Yeah,
whatever.
Google Map, Ozella Trail,
Crystal River, Florida. Ozello Trail is like the
Is
equivalent.
that considered Chris River or is it almost like
It's Crystal River, Florida. It's Ozello Trail, Ozello. Think of Tail of the Dragon crammed into 10 miles, but there's water on both sides.
And it's
not
flat.
just
There's no
water?
hills.
It is salt water on both sides.
Oh yeah, you're going into marsh.
But it is, there's a couple really long straights, then you will hit nothing. And when people say, oh, Florida don't got curves in it, when you go from a straight where you're able to hit 130, 135, and then you're driving into a couple S-turns that you gotta do 20 miles per hour through and then pop out at,
And
oh,
the best thing
And
about
some
this
of the
road.
pavement is not in the best of shape.
No,
So, I mean, it's
and you
still-
go over
it's
bridge. I
fun.
think there's 5 or 6 bridges too.
Yep,
you go
yep.
over, and the best thing about
peacocks, you gotta watch out for the
you
peacocks.
gotta watch out for peacocks and panthers and
Yep.
shit. And
It's
but one-
fun.
one of the best things about that road, though, and I think we can all agree on this, and I do apologize for the extremely side note here, but even if you're doing the speed limit on that
It's
road,
fun.
it is still an
It is
absolute
fun.
amazing time to drive on.
Yes.
You literally are.
it's a good driving road, and there's actually a pretty kick-ass restaurant down at the end of
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, there
and,
is.
and it's one of those. It's seriously a point to point. When you start at it and you end at it, you seriously end right at the ocean. And there's a parking lot to turn
Actually-
around it. Well, you turn right and then you're at the
Yeah,
top.
Ozella
But
Trail.
still- but
Ozella
still,
Trail
it-
ends, and it's like an 1/8 mile to
Not
the
even,
But
but,
you-
but still,
you
it's
go over
you
this-
end there.
You go over this beautiful bridge, and it's not an actual bridge. It's literally the road carving through the ocean.
It's
and it's rocks on-
breakaway.
Yeah, it's
Right.
a causeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's rocks on each side, and when you hit this, it is absolutely beautiful. You can
Especially
watch
if you-
the sunrise on
that-
one side and watch
Yep.
the sunset on the other
If you
end.
go at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you are getting and you get to the end, you get a perfect sunset.
Just don't do it in
The summer.
spring to summer,
You
or
get-
spring to fall,
yeah,
because
you
you'll
will
get carried
fly-
away by
yeah.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
But besides that, you get perfect sunset view. There's a great, like you said, a great restaurant there that is really fucking good. There's really good fish in there too.
Yeah,
And,
I've caught some pretty good fish out there. But besides
Yeah.
all that crap,
It's a great road.
back to our topic, Chris.
You were going to expound upon your
Autocross.
autocross.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, I've done autocross, I've done drag racing. So I've done, going through the twisties competitively and down the strip. My preference is going to be autocross simply because it lasts longer.
Yes.
The drag races, I've got a slow car. It's 14 seconds.
Yeah.
It's bop bop, and I'm done. Whereas your autocrossing, it's you're in on the track for 45 seconds to a minute, depending on the length of the course.
Yeah.
It's more time to really get into it.
And the only thing you're really gonna hurt is you're gonna kill some cones.
Right. You might scuff your paint on a cone.
But
If you really, really screw up and you end up with a cone under the car, that happens from time to time. You completely botch it. You end up with a cone wedged under the car. You just have to back up and it'll come out.
Yeah.
But
It's just, for me, it's more fun.
That's where I would be.
And part of the reason for that is because what it takes to build a fast car for drag racing, it can...
What it takes to build a fast car. Fix that for you.
Right. Well,
But
specifically for drag racing, though, what
Well,
it takes
no.
to build a fast... You want a fast car for autocross? I'll tell you how you build a fast car for autocross.
You buy
go to the Mazda
1990
dealership.
No, you buy
You buy a
1990.
Miata. No, you're all done.
You hop on Craigslist, buy a Miata, and then buy some R-Spec tires and you're done.
No, I got you beat. You buy a
No.
1999 Corolla. There you fucking go.
Reason I say that, there was a kid that was doing his first autocross last time I was there in a brand new Miata. And his first set of runs had me by 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And that was my second autocross that I had done.
Again,
And I mean,
goes to show Miata is always the answer.
Miata is always the answer unless it's drag racing, and then the Miata is not the answer.
I got to drive an NC Miata today. That was a blast. I've driven an NB and an NA Miata. I have not got to drive an NC yet.
Have you done a new one, the ND?
I have not driven an ND yet either.
Ooh.
I
got to drive my friend Angel's.
Oh, I know
And that-
Angel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes.
No, well, I've known him for like 11 years and that, and
I think it's about
that car. I'm like, I know how
Twanging
his
myself
other
here.
Miatas were, and when I saw that it had coilovers, I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be horrible eBay springs. No, great fucking suspension, and I drove it that day at Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
That thing rode so well. Made me want one. I
really want one.
I understand why. What? Completely understand. I think his is a base-ish model.
Well, I mean, when you
yeah.
when you look at it, when you look at the chassis and you look at weight distribution and you look at overall weight and power level, it's
Really, dude?
it slipped.
Clean it up.
Clean
Come on,
it up.
Get it together, man.
It slipped.
when you look at all the specs on a Miata, it's basically an FD RX-7 with no roof and no
Yeah.
Doritos.
Oh, but Doritos will come later.
The swaps. Miatas,
When,
the rotary swap Miatas are always so
when your friend
fucking
Harrison
cool.
Those have got to be a riot.
But yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that. Who else has
So-
got their take on? I mean, I know you got autocross.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I mean-
that was my take on. I prefer autocross. I'm not saying that
I
drag
heard-
racing is bad, but to build a car that'll get down into the real competitive numbers, to build a car that'll run mid-nines,
But
it's a lot of work, and
A lot
it's
of money.
you've at that point you've specialized that car.
Well,
Yeah.
with what you were saying, what it takes to build a fast car for drag racing. What I was gonna say is all on your perspective. Building a fast car for drag racing for you could be some 13 seconds, where somebody here is saying no, it's 8 seconds. That's fast for drag
Well,
racing. Where the guy with the CRX, that's the no fucks given guy, his 17.9 that he's running constantly. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is absolutely perfect.
And I
It's-
rode in Heckman's car Saturday. Have you ridden in Heckman's car since you
I
did the
haven't
turbos?
ridden it. I haven't ridden it since the tune, but I rode in it on spring pressure with the base tune.
Hold on. Dial back. Explain Heckman's car again for new viewers.
Heckman's got a 16 Mustang
S550.
GT S550 with
With
a
the 6R automatic.
automatic
Two of them.
and twin precision turbos.
Made my nipple side.
You alright, buddy?
And we went down to Mexico with it.
This car makes 830 at the tire, which is like 1024 at the crank, and at Orlando Speed World, he took a demon to Gapplebee's.
Yes.
Oh, he took him to Gapplebee's twice.
Now I've been in some fairly fast cars.
2 for 1.
I've been in some fast cars, But when you are on drag radials
and you spin that
and
much.
you are literally black marking the pavement at 60 miles an hour.
Like I said, I rode in it.
From a 40 roll, you are black marking pavement at 60. It's I have no other way. I have no other way of describing that car.
It's just
other
nuts.
than it's terrifying.
It's nuts. Like I said, I rode in it on spring pressure.
Shocking.
I rode in it on spring pressure.
I
on street
can't.
tires.
I can't come up with. That's the only kind of words I can think
Like I said,
of.
I was in it on spring pressure and street tires, and the thing changed lanes at 80.
Right.
I understand where you're coming from. I know I can't describe terror, and the only way that, from what you're describing, 10 years ago, riding with Russ in the Cobra, down Homosassa Trail in the dark, after the fire department, second gear, 20 miles per hour, floor it. Shitty headlights, no lights on the road at all. All I can see is, at this point, I got the full racing harness and everything on. He's not even buckled up.
Surprised they made one in kid size.
Yes. All I see is, and you almost says a trail, but there's water on the side of it because
It floods.
Yeah. Tree, road, tree, road, tree, road, tree, road, tree.
Oh
road.
no, this
Third
wasn't.
gear,
This
tree,
wasn't
road,
like that
tree,
at all.
Road, tree, road, and fourth gear. Hey, we're doing 120.
I gotta bounce in on this real quick. This wasn't
I
like
shit
that
myself.
at all.
I literally shit
This
myself.
wasn't like that at all. This wasn't scary because it felt scary. It was scary because of how fast it was. It's
Oh, no,
fast
it-
on a
it was
level I've
fast,
never
but I
experienced.
was like,
it wasn't, he
"Oh."
wasn't squirrely. It wasn't moving around.
No, it's just the acceleration.
The sheer acceleration of this car is.
Well, I mean,
nuts.
but-
it's mind-boggling.
but
It's
that's
Star Wars
the-
level.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
it's
And
lose
I was
speed,
thinking of
yeah.
that earlier, and I was like, it's what it is. It's when you throw the.
He engaged the
ship-
warp. He engaged
No,
when
the
you
warp
go into
drive.
hyperdrive.
Yes.
Hey,
And
he went
the
flag.
world goes.
He went
This
flag.
car goes faster.
He went flag.
I want everyone to know this car goes faster from 40 to 100
Then most cars go 0 to 60.
than my car. My V8 Mustang goes from 0 to 60. He can 40 to 100 faster than I can 0 to 60. And I mean a lot
This
faster.
car's nuts. The car's insane.
Sir, if you are watching, I applaud you for that car.
He's not.
It's
He's camping right now. Or
Downright
he's sailing.
terrifying.
Or he's sailing.
Camping on his boat.
And I'm
Yeah.
so glad I got to ride it. Like, I was terrified, but at the same time, I was going, oh God, we're gonna die. This is
is
amazing. I'm gonna die.
And how big of a smile would have been on your face if we would have died?
I would have died happy.
Exactly.
Ask him when you see him. Literally, the first time he romped on it, the first time he, to deglaze the new tires that we just installed.
Yeah.
He did that, and I went, holy shit, as he was punching it. Because it's so fast.
Oh yeah.
The violence of it.
Yeah.
Hell, I just remembered a burnout in the parking lot, a rolling burnout, and that it spun normal V8 spin, and then the turbos went, hey, we're awake, and it went from glaze, 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 smoke,
Yes.
instantly. He didn't start smoking the tires until 30, 40 feet out. Like, once it built boost, it was, hey, V8, yeah, I'm the Mustang at Cars and Coffee to fucking sketchy vert going on the track.
This was never. It was
Some
never.
nuts!
When I rode in it, because we put drag radials on it.
Well,
It
that's
was never.
That's what he had on it that day at Cars and Coffee, right? It was last 2
Yeah.
months ago. Yeah, yeah.
Well, he had his drag setup on there.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
his
yeah,
new
yeah.
street setup.
Oh, okay.
He bought tires that fit his
His 20s.
regular
Oh, okay.
20s to drive around on the street because he
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
have
no,
any
this
traction.
this was still on the
Yeah, he was
drag
actually,
stars.
he was actually on his.
He was on his full-on drag setup. Then.
Yeah,
but still, like,
but there
the
and
way
there's
he smoked that just like that, I'm like, holy
there's
fuck.
no lack of traction even with that setup. It's not that he lacks traction. It's that
He's beating traction into submission.
right, you're
Yeah.
beating traction in submission. There's still traction there, so it's still accelerating in an ungodly amount. It's just there's also some wheel spin. So drag radials make an interesting noise when they are clawing for traction.
It's kind of like a
It's a
gangbang.
neat noise.
Oh no, drag radials are soft enough that you put your thumb into it and leave a thumbprint in them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And oh man, that was a good experience.
Oh yeah.
Like it hurt my brain a little bit and hurt my heart a little bit because my car is nowhere near in that league. It never will be. That there's $30,000 that would have to go under the hood before that
I
happens.
have a 4-point slow. Believe me, I feel you.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I get taken to Gapplebee's by a fucking 3.7 V6, so. But it made me realize that there is such a difference between,
Fast and fast.
a quick car and a
like,
fast
hey,
car.
my car's fast. Shit, that car's fast.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Not just exclamation points and all that. I don't know. I
We
think he
lost
fell
a
into
man.
the toilet.
We lost a man.
I don't know. Unless he's got me another beer.
Hold on.
Hold
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Top Gear rules.
Well,
This is
on.
true.
well,
We're-
I'm looking to see if he's getting me a beer.
No, he's not getting beer yet because we haven't made the call for second beer.
Yeah, we're not ready
I mean-
for another beer yet.
Yeah, not quite yet.
How the fuck you at?
But yeah, I mean,
I was having girl talk. I'm sorry.
I've been drag racing twice.
Do that shit
I've been
on
to
your own time, man.
autocross
Sorry.
twice.
I'm at work right now.
I
gotta
definitely
clock in.
prefer autocross. Did you want to jump in with anything on
Oh
this?
no. I mean,
Do you have any
I
more?
haven't done autocross, but it is one of those where I've been drag racing. I've done Ozello at speed limit. And
Have you been to Ozello in Mexico though? There is an Ozello trail in Mexico.
well, yes, I've been to Ozello Trail in Mexico.
I've been there a couple times.
and I will and I've done it in a car with cut springs and no rear sway bar, and surprisingly held the road really well. Blew my fucking mind. But
I was following that car that day. I was shocked with no sway bar how flat that car was.
Right.
It was
well,
amazing.
at that point, it's
Especially given how much of a shitbox it was.
exactly.
Sounded good though.
It always sounded great. No, I gotta go with circuit auto, like just road racing.
Twisties.
Yeah, twisties. I love the twisties, but
Oh, that's a pretty
again,
good
I
difference of
do.
opinion.
I
And
do.
I-
I do love drag racing. I do. That is one of like my first loves type deal. But when you get beat
I
by a
love-
4-point slow,
I love racing.
exactly. Yeah.
Picture for you.
Yeah. When you get beat by a 4-point slow, you just sell cars and go away from that.
So I guess
I can't wait to.
That's true.
I
My
want to
car-
be there when you do your first autocross
That's
run.
true. My,
Oh, I
my-
want to be there when I line up against him again and kick his ass.
Because your
Because
grin
at that
is going to
when,
be.
when I'm like going and I drag race him again and I lose, I'm gonna be selling this car and be like, fuck it, I'm done. Just buy me a Miata. Miata time.
Well,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's why I sold my old.
How much did your car make at the wheels? You guesstimate?
I think him and I.
324.
I was gonna, no, it's- him and I should be dead nuts. We should be
Yeah.
about 310 at the wheels for
No,
horsepower.
well, for mine, I should be 290.
What does your car weigh?
Probably 3290, most likely.
Okay, my car weighs I think 33.5, and I'm lucky if I make 200 at the wheel. How do you think that race is gonna go?
Driver mod.
That's
Well,
true.
the other thing I was gonna
Hey, I
say
got
though,
launch control now.
I don't think there's enough driver mod.
3223 is
I
what
was-
I weigh.
you weigh less than me. Good job, bud. I'm 32.
And he has a weight advantage in the driver's seat.
Yeah, fuck you.
And I would like to
That's
say,
cheating.
when we did do a beer run, I gave the car full beans and second
Little bit
beer,
from south.
and I was like, so how does that feel compared to without the tune fix? And he's like, yeah, that was definitely faster.
Way better.
And I'm like,
Way
yep,
better.
I fully haze the tires. From
Wait
traction control
until the
on.
day I get new tires, buddy.
Wait until the day I rotate my tires. Be sure even more.
So I suppose we can, unless you're
Hey,
gonna,
we got a next topic going.
Yeah,
I
as we
think
bring
we
it
exhausted
toward
that one.
I think we're gonna do our next fan topic and just get that one done here.
So, will Mazda do a rotary soon?
I'll fucking shoot to that now. Real
I was gonna
quick.
say, Dan, you're the Mazda dude. Here you go.
But
No.
Yes.
I could see a rotary in sort of a Skyactiv application or
Yeah.
in a hybrid application.
Well,
but
they've been talking about that. Doing a really like a smaller than normal rotary. I think like a not even a liter or something like that. And they were gonna do it I mean, it wasn't confirmed, but they were
Yeah, I mean,
talking
I've
about
read-
it
I've
with
read
a
stuff-
hybrid thing.
Yeah, basically
system.
using it as to basically charge a
Charge
battery,
back,
kind of like a Chevy Volt, the way it works.
Right.
Not so much Prius, but more Chevy Volt.
Yeah.
That's what they've been talking about for a while now.
And
Is
I mean,
running
I can-
using
and I
a
mean-
rotary to run a generator.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see
Which would
that
be
from a
perfect for it.
packaging perspective because they're so damn small.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But as far as a rotary powered sports car, I
No.
just don't see anything that happen.
I think the lack of success and all of the issues they had with the RX-8
Trying to
Well,
might
that
have
was
killed the
emission
rotary.
stuff.
yeah, that was basically
that
they were
was
trying to
all
make.
emission stuff.
I've had a rotary. I love them just because they're weird.
And they make
They're
sounds.
not fuel efficient engines.
No.
They do burn gas.
They
They're
burn
not
oil.
emissions friendly. You know, the exhaust gas temperatures are really high. They're fun, but in naturally aspirated form, to actually make it power and make it do work, you have to wring the hell out of it. Which just emissions and fuel economy just out the window at that point.
The only way a rotary works in my brain, as far as especially for a factory car, a new car, it has to be turbocharged.
Yes.
Because you have to overcome the low compression that is inherent in the design of a rotary.
For those of you who've never
Like-
had a rotary or aren't that familiar with them, a rotary has so little compression statically, you can grab the fan belt and fling the thing over. Just
And I have tried that when Nick still had his rotary truck.
Oh,
When
well-
we were doing belts on it, I was like, "Crap."
I was gonna say you
Well,
want
like
to.
my
'cause I
small
remember- 'cause-
self was like,
because I remember-
and I
remember-
texted him. I'm like, "You were right." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I turned over the motor, go to my hand."
I was gonna say-
That's what I tried
Yeah.
to tell him, because when I first told him that you could spin the motor over by hand grabbing
I
the
di-
belt,
I didn't-
he didn't believe
no.
me.
Yeah,
and
you
then I
wanna-
just accidentally like touched the, and I'm like, "Well, no, oh, sorry,
If
my
you
bad."
want, if you want to dial back a couple notches in time, when I got Chris's rotary off of him, his 13B out of his RX-7, I could grab, and that one had a bad rotor too. It had a bad compression, right?
Yep.
On one rotor, I could grab one of the bolts on the flywheel, and I could go like this and make it almost sound like it was brapping. It was. I can move it that quickly and that easily, but. If you really want to know my standpoint on this, it's just a solid agreement. No, it's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
And if you're going to tell me, oh, they talk about doing hybrid, that'll still be rotary. It's not going to be a rotary.
It's not, the car is not rotary powered. The rotary
No.
engine is not driving the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Unfortunately, and like Brian said, if they figure out some kind of Skyactiv application, and I think we're both generalizing Skyactiv as hyperfuel efficient. If they found a way to, basically create a rotary that is hyper efficient with fuel economy, which
Yeah.
won't happen.
Yeah, like I said, the only application I could really see that would be with the assistance of electric motors.
Right, and it's not going to happen. And the thing is that all of you die-hard rotary guys, what are you guys going to do? You're just going to go out and get an RX-7. You're just going to go out and get a B2200, put a rotary in it. You're just going to go find an RX-3. You're just going to go do whatever else you have to do to get a rotary. You're just going to build a rotary. Atkins still creates all the parts to build your own for fun. Mazda's
If
not
you
going
really
to do
want
it.
to spend some cash, there's a place down in New Zealand that'll even custom build you a 4-rotor crankshaft.
Well, and even dialing it back a touch too, Mazda is not looking to do that.
Yeah.
They're looking more towards the luxury, convenience, and technology and everything that appeals to a driver, along with
But
giving it
that's the
slight driver touches.
But I will say this about Mazda: they support grassroots motorsports a
Better
ridiculous
than
amount.
any other company does.
Well, they
And
do.
even,
The Miata
even
Cup
though,
Series and all
the
that.
both of the prototypes sort of flamed out within 10 minutes of each other, I think it was at the Rolex 24 this past weekend.
when we saw him at
They
Sebring,
did.
Ooh.
Well, they did hit pole, and they broke the 23-year-old track record set by the AAR Toyotas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they broke
But-
the track record.
It boils down to the same
And
thing.
even those don't use rotaries; they use 4-cylinders.
yeah,
but yeah,
but
and
like 12,000 RPM fucking force.
yeah,
They sounded
and
awesome.
that-
They
They
sound
sound
amazing.
amazing.
and that the MZR is an amazing platform. Just saying. But anyway, it still comes down. Mazda's not going to do another Mazda speed. They're not going to do another rotary. They still have a very, very, very prominent presence in racing and everything. But when it comes to our cars, we're getting and all that. you know, they're kind of over here like, oh, big whoop, you guys brought the Super back. Oh, big whoop, you got this, you got that.
We're actually selling cars.
How you like us now?
They're not gonna do it, and it sucks. It really does, because we would all absolutely love a new rotary powered Mazda. I would love a new Focus RS based Mazda Speed 3. Just saying.
But at that point, you gotta think they are the one company that actually has the one enthusiast car. They got the Miata, and that checks every single box that enthusiasts want.
Yeah, and
that's
they're
why we won't get another rotary. Okay, you just said it. You would love to see Mazda make another rotary powered car. Would you love it enough to go and buy one?
No.
Brand new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would you?
I'm not going to
would
spend
you love
$60K
it?
on an RX-9.
Right,
Right?
but
That's not going to
again, it's
happen.
also one of those where if something like that happens, what would happen in Miata?
Well, the Miata's always going to
Well,
be
yeah,
there.
no,
The
but
Miata
it's
is not
no,
going
it's
anywhere.
one of those.
They're
like-
not
No,
producing-
what would happen is the first rotary sports car that gets wrecked, somebody would buy it from Copart, yank the motor out of it, throw that in a Miata, and then everybody would go nuts.
Right.
But it's just, it's
Good
un-
point.
Mazda, if you're
Good
listening,
point.
I'm not saying you need to build a rotary powered Mazda Miata,
But you need to build a
but you
Mazda.
should build rotary powered Mazda Miatas.
Yes.
Make it an option. Just an op. Just give us the
Hell.
Sell the
If
engine.
you-
Sell the engine and the control pack over the counter.
Right. There
Make
you
it
go.
a $20,000 option. You know what? I
You
spent
know what?
$40,000 on a rotary powered Miata from the factory
and
with
I'm-
the warranty.
I'm
I
gonna
got
pull, and I'm
that.
gonna pull this card right now. You guys, you need to do that. Really, seriously. And this is coming from a legitimate die-hard Mazda fan.
Mazda.
I have owned nothing but Mazdas. Okay, hold on. I've owned other cars, but my main.
always
High
own a
school?
Mazda.
High school?
I've always had a Mazda. I always have had a Mazda. Always. And I love Mazdas. I love the history behind them. I love the cars. I love the quirks. I love everything about them. I have a Mazda symbol fucking tattooed on me, alright? If you guys are listening, if you could, but I know you won't. But anyway, yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah. Right. No, I mean,
Hey,
it's
by
cool.
the way, whoever is in chat, like, say hello, say something.
Yeah,
Speak up.
We see
We're
you.
here.
We know you're watching.
We're watching you
We're
watching us.
Exactly. But, yeah, I mean, they got a couple cool cars out and everything. Like, they got the Mazda 6 Turbo. They're not.
Oh.
When you come back,
Grab that other beer.
bring other beers.
Oh, yes, more beer.
But just remember, I got that one that I want to split with y'all, and I want that to be our
Oh,
closing
Chris is
beer.
doing old man moves. You all right?
I want that to be our closing beer.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they got some cool cars right now. They got the Mazda 6 Turbo, which
The new Mazda 3 looks actually really good. There's a like that brownish color one that lives right down here that's got some nice wheels on it. You've seen that one drive by.
Probably.
It's lowered a little bit, got mud flaps. It looks really nice. The color and the combination between the wheels and everything, it's really nice. Car
But-
just
it's this. They're making cars for the.
that's that SVT Focus. It sounds good. Hold on. Hold on, guys. It sounds good. I've tried to wave them
That's
down.
an SVT Focus?
Yeah, I've tried to wave them down.
No
Oh,
way.
first gen. First gen.
First
Focus.
gen.
No
First gen.
way.
SVT Focus.
Is it the blue?
Is it red?
No, it's the red one.
Yes, it's
Oh,
red!
It's the red one with the really nice wheels. It's got a like 07 to 09 the Focus RS wheels on it.
That's pretty awesome. But
Yeah, no, there is that.
but yeah, that's an amazing platform. But the thing is, they're making it for. It's like more on like the luxury.
Basically, they're a car maker that's in the business to sell cars, so they're making cars that
Right.
sell.
So that's why they're not offering like the new Mazda 6 Turbo with a manual. Because when I heard about this car, I was 100% ready to take my Speed 3 up there and be like, I want that. And then they said, sorry guys, we're not putting manual in it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it comes down to like, they used to make cars like the Mazda Speed 3. You walk into the dealership.
I don't know if it's able to catch it.
I don't know.
Guys,
cars
I,
do
I,
race
it-
cars.
it's
The race
one of
cars
those,
are
I
good
don't
race
know
car
if y'all are
things.
able to comment if you're able to hear that, but right now there's probably a good 7 to 10
V8's
cars that
winding 9,000 RPM.
that are doing circle track right now.
Yeah, circle track race cars.
We
circle
hope
track race
y'all
car
are
thing.
able to hear this because
It's
it's
amazing.
awesome sounding.
But it comes back
Like-
to things we've talked about before, though. Like, you know, with the Mazda Speed 3, if you walked into a Mazda dealership and you said, hey, I want the most banging Mazda 3 you guys got. All right? I want it to be fast. I want it to have technology. And I want it to be practical. And they said, all right, sir, here's you a Mazda Speed 3. And the guy says back, I can't drive a manual. And they said, too bad it only comes in a manual. Doesn't happen.
So I gotta say,
And
is
this-
that Finnegan? Are we doing a Finnegan here?
It kind of looks like Finnegan. And you know what?
that you posted the stream. Oh, it's me. Hello.
Yeah,
Oh.
God damn it!
It shows a little crown next to Pints and Pistons.
Did I
Talk-
break
he
your
said-
phone?
No,
Hey,
Mike.
sorry guys, I completely dropped the phone like 9 degrees.
I gotta get the camera all reoriented now. You fucked everything up, Michael.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Sorry, anything else besides Jesus Christ?
Gosh.
Fucking damn kids.
Now I gotta Sorry guys, Mike had to
Sorry.
go fuck everything. Anyway,
Hey, you guys are. It'll be interesting to see y'all's take on this.
we were trying to get a good.
Gingerbread.
All right, Mike.
Gingerbread.
I've kind of moved the camera a bit.
Now,
You're
Mike
gonna.
used to sit
You're gonna have to. All right. Okay, so guys, to show you guys this, because we started to.
Gingerbread. Holy crap.
This is
Good,
TBBC Imperial Porter. I don't know.
Tampa
If,
Bay Brewing Company.
I don't know if Gingy is like a portion of the name or anything. There's a lot of snowflakes, so I'm assuming, as they're already
Okay.
saying, though, this is
Anyway.
going to be a very cookie-like
Anyway,
flavor.
this is Heckman was the one that told me about this.
It's dark.
So I
It's a
figured-
ginger beer.
So I figured I'd try it.
It's-
It's an Imperial Porter, and yeah, it tastes like Christmas, and it's winter beer only. So.
It goes great with a cigar.
Cheers. Good push. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Let's take a gulp.
It's way better in a glass than it was in the can. The can,
Yeah, I agree. I
the
agree.
aluminum can was
Yeah.
really throwing it off a lot.
The
That's
aluminum.
that's
Aluminium.
ginger.
It's definitely got a little spiciness going on with it.
it's spicy. It's bold. It's
It's not something I'm going to drink ever again.
it's right there in your face, man.
It
It's
is.
it's
Okay.
potent.
Hold on. Knowing that most of us are not IPA fans, how do we compare this to? Would you rather have the HPA again?
Yep.
Yeah, give
Well,
me another
I
HPA.
get-
Actually, as a non IPA guy, I'm kind of thinking I'm digging this more than
Did,
that one.
did I do good on that
You
one?
did good on that.
You did good?
That was
You did
one of
good.
those. I will say this: I tried this one beforehand.
I did not. Like I said,
I tried this
just-
one beforehand. I had one bottle of it. I tried it. Once I tasted it, the first taste, and I was like, "This is an IPA. I'm not hating it." I had to share it with you guys because I just had to. Like, yeah.
Partial bias on my end because I'm not big on ginger, but that shit's gross. Sorry.
This
It's
okay.
good. It's good if I like ginger. It's actually, and I'll say it's smooth. It's bold. I like the general like flavor
It's not
itself
like
of
a
the ginger.
ginger beer. It's seriously like a
It's like
dark.
gingerbread.
Yeah, it's like a dark beer with a gingerbread man shoved in.
I don't know what
into
the
it.
initial hit is on the flavor, but that's what probably kills me is whatever.
It's
It's,
nutmeg. It's nutmeg.
It's toasted metal.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not digging
You
it.
know what their mistake is? The aluminum can.
Yeah. Well, when I got it, I couldn't find it in the bottle, so that was all.
I'm betting it only comes in cans.
Hold on.
And that's
I'm
part of the
tasting it.
problem.
I got.
It's
it is-
toasted metal.
It gets a little better as you drink
Hey,
it, though.
this is the drunk guy at a dinner party. It's just too much, bro.
That's the fucking picture of the guy on the can.
You think you're being the life of the party, and what's really happening is everybody's going to.
Oh, how
So-
sad for you.
No, no. You're not the drunk guy at the dinner party. Bro.
I
Behind-
usually am the drunk guy at a dinner party.
Behind the scenes of
You
last
see me-
last week's or the not oh
Last
my
episode.
God, I'm so sorry.
Episode 11.
Anyway, behind the scenes at our last episode, Mike was fucked up.
Dan's wonderful, what was that we had? Hennessy? Yeah.
We had some Henny. We had some, I got Mike to do shots of Henny
Well,
with me.
yeah, well, we did the one shot on thing. Well, there was more shots before that. Guys, it's one of those, if I do liquor, like, I'm mixing drinks, stuff like that, I don't normally do shots. The only thing of shots I do is tequila, and I can handle that a bit better. I pre-game before going over to Dan's house.
It's basically.
Then we got to Dan's house, and he's like, hey, look at this, let's do shots. And no one else is doing shots. And I'm like, hey, twist my arm, here we go.
You did violate the sucker rule just a little bit.
Yeah, and then Dan brought it out during the show. I'm like, screw it, let's do more shots. And yeah, I did not throw up, but
But hey,
it sat in my stomach wrong. It did.
We tried to play video games later on, and Mike wasn't having
I was I'm like, I'm too drunk for this. I'm
Which,
done.
by the way, even for a non-video game guy, the Grand Tour game is actually pretty.
The Grand Tour game is actually fun.
Yeah.
Well worth $15.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
it's not a simulator of any type like that, but for a just fun to play game,
It's awesome.
it's fun. It's
But-
fun. And my favorite thing was the thing that I do remember from it was the cutscene in the beginning.
Oh yeah, the loading screens. of
Yeah, the loading
episodes.
screens, you're able to like fast forward or rewind to that. If you fast forward, it's Clarkson just pretty much going pow, like it has everything showing, but it just has that audio, and you rewind, and it's just Captain Slow going, I'm slow. It's just stuff like that, and that was awesome.
Now with our
We're definitely running long.
I was
tonight.
gonna say
No,
with our
we're-
off-topicness and like I said at the
we got
beginning of
one
the
more
show.
beer. We got one more beer too, so
Well,
it's gonna
and-
be a little tiny bit.
God.
Like I said,
I don't
Yeah.
know, a bit one.
Okay. After this, I'm probably gonna be done. 'Cause I have to drive home.
Because
Don't finish that then.
I was gonna say just
Sure,
don't
it's
finish
okay.
that then
It's
because
okay. It's not the first time I've left one
I was
on
gonna
the
say
table.
don't finish that then because this is a special beer that I really like that I found that has been out of production for the last 4 years and it just got put back
Well,
into production.
and unfortunately,
So-
we're gonna have to start rushing a little bit. We usually try to keep things at an hour, but
we
we're
got-
bleeding over a
Hey,
little.
we got two things to cover still.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
we
while you
do,
do
so-
that, I'm gonna get regular cups,
Yeah,
pour
you
that
do
stuff
that.
into there.
Yeah, that's a bit much for me.
It is.
It's
I'm trying to power through it, but what's the percentage on this?
8, I think.
Oh, I can't power through that. Oh, there's where it's killing me. There's cinnamon in it. I hate cinnamon.
That's what it is.
I hate cinnamon. Any hooser. Yeah,
We gotta wait for Mike to get back for this one.
We do.
Because I'm answering last on this.
We
one.
do. And this last topic, and thank you for hanging in there or
All one of you, I guess.
or skipping to this point in the future stream.
Whoever watches this in the future, thanks.
I don't know if this is my brother up in St. Louis watching this, stay tuned because what you're about to hear come out of my mouth is really going to interest you.
So we're gonna talk about what we think is the best front-wheel drive car of all time.
This was his idea.
His.
And,
This was a post of I just posted it to you guys and was just like, hey, like I just want to start a conversation. Next thing you know, Brian's like, hey, that's your topic. I'm like,
But
I can't talk about it with y'all. Okay, whatever.
I think we can all agree though that the supreme ruler of the best front-wheel drive of car of all time is the Dacia Sandero.
Yes, yes, done. All right, that's a nice
Yep, have a good night,
episode.
guys.
Good comment.
All right, so
All right, so Mike's topic, you go first.
yeah.
It was a tough one because I was between the car I chose or a first gen show because the first gen show
That's
again it was
Yeah.
the car and driver car of the year in '86 when it came out and that. Then you throw a Yamaha Cosworth / motor into it.
Wait, that's a pretty good
Come
pick
on.
though. That is really a really
But-
good pick.
I have to go with this was actually Jalopnik's number 2 best front wheel drive car ever, but I thought it was a pretty good one. It's actually one that I picked when we were talking about the best car from 1994 to import, Peugeot 205 GTI.
Solid choice.
1.9 liter, super lightweight, one of the lightest weight hot hatches that, like, I think came up besides like a Mini in that. It
Yeah.
was the best
Something
handling and that.
not super fast, but something that you could just absolutely
Exactly.
just toss into a
Every single review from United States people driving it to car magazines over there driving it, no one had a bad thing about it.
And
Love that car. Made
my-
great sounds too.
my apologies for being a basic bro, but Acura and Integra Type R.
Acura, Honda, and Integra type car.
Yeah.
Which
Acura in
I
the U.S., Honda in the rest of the world.
Yeah,
that was a close one for me too, because
it's easily
It's
hands down. You know, it smashed so many records.
Go ahead.
Oh no.
So-
No. I wanted Jeremy Clarkson this.
No.
Oh, that's right.
he
You've got a
has to
super
go last.
surprise. Okay,
Yes,
you're right.
you gotta
Right.
hit us. Come on.
Boring and predictable. The 1995 Pontiac Bonneville SSE.
That is an excellent choice,
3.8
actually.
liters
Supercharged.
V6.
That
The
is
reason
actually
why I
a
said my
brilliant
brother should
choice.
stay tuned is because my brother had one, and I love this car.
Dude, it was
a
angry.
white Bonneville SSE.
Did it have the gold web wheels and the gold
gold
stripes?
Yes.
web wheels, the
Yes.
gold trim, the gold lettered emblems. Luxury car inside. Supercharged V6, front wheel drive, unfortunately, but fantastic car, fast as hell. There was
With-
nothing wrong with that car, and
with
it
a
was super
smaller-
comfortable.
Smaller pulley and a tune.
Definitely,
Beating
definitely,
V8
definitely a car that could hurt some feelings.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely. My first K car supercharged that popped my supercharged K car cherry was a Buick Regal GS, actually. And I'll agree 100%. If you want a cheap front wheel drive car that does okay in the turns and will fucking hurt some feelings, you get one of those.
At that point, I gotta say, there is a Monte Carlo here in the county that we live in that is twin charged, it's supercharged
yes, a
with
ton
a
of
turbo.
people do that. A
And
ton
that-
of people.
Yeah, that thing, awesome looking. And then I also gotta say, Will, who was here
Yeah.
a weekend or two ago, and my friend that plays Xbox, I play Xbox with, he had the Pontiac Grand Prix, the GXP, the one with the 5.3
The
V8.
V8,
in
it's like
it.
an Impala SS.
Yeah.
I've driven one of those.
Yes,
We had
he
a
had
customer
one of
come in with
those.
one, and I
Those things
drove
are-
it
they're quick.
with
You
the
think
cylinder deactivation system and all.
Yes, you think the 2.2 Mopars had
Like,
steer? Oh, that
Impressive
thing,
though.
yes.
I mean, 5.3
Yeah.
V8 front wheel drive. Hey,
You
you
wanna
got something
talk
going
ab-
on here.
You want to talk about a wonderful smoke show? There you go. You ain't going anywhere, but a smoke show. That's that.
Especially on the crappy all-season tires.
Oh
as well.
yeah,
definitely.
like 225
Yeah.
too. They're super skinny too.
And really quick before Brian gets to his, shout out to Ryan Stanke for using that drivetrain in his Acura RSX. We've talked about that
Oh,
in a
yes!
previous episode.
Yes,
You
I
can
forgot about that one.
Sift through our channel
that
to
blue
find
one,
out.
right?
Yes, that's
Yes.
the twin LS engine.
Yep.
Anyway, that's in one of our previous episodes. But now we have to get to the one that has the title, the old guy stumps all of us with his take on the best front wheel drive
Okay,
car
so,
of all time.
Can I say my
What you thought?
my
mine was
guess?
gonna-
Okay, my guesses were I had 3 guesses. It's not a mini, so it's not a Morris Mini, Austin Mini, any of the minis. It's not a Tornado,
It's not Honda Acura.
and it is not an Eldorado. Those are the big V8s, the
Okay, so-
quirkiness that I thought, but it's not that.
When this sort of, thought that this could be a great topic. I thought about it, and yeah, my first thing that I thought of was a '67 Eldorado because it was like that first American,
What
because
was it?
America-
470 something
Something,
V8,
it was just
huge,
ridiculous.
big
Just
block
absolutely
V8 front-wheel
ridiculous.
drive.
Yeah, it was just one of those ridiculous cars. It was freaking Lanyards, but it was front-wheel drive. And then I thought about, well, do I go with, Japanese economy car? Do I go with European hot hatch? Do I go with, domestic economy performance front-wheel
I
drive?
really thought you were gonna go with them.
And ultimately what I came up with was my choice could be
85 CRX.
my choice could be any. Granted, that was a really hot car. It's an 86, by the way.
Yes.
That car was on fire.
That car was smoking hot. That car was smoking hot. So, but
Oh,
ultimately,
God.
what I came up with is a car that could be any of those. The best front-wheel drive car ever made is a rental car with insurance. Changed my mind.
Fuck, he's got a point.
Right.
Oh my
All
God.
I'm thinking about at this point right now is an 02 Cavalier in white base going through a Walmart parking lot, hitting every single curb, just ta-toot, ta-toot, ta-toot.
And then that brings
Funny you say that. There was not a Walmart parking lot involved, but I did once have a white Cavalier rental car that was basically brand new. That was an absolute shitbox, and I decided one day to do a 80-mile-an-hour ABS test on it.
No,
yeah,
I'm not envisioning a
I've-
Cavalier. I'm picturing like a 2009-ish Ford Focus SE
Have not driven one.
base model. Ford Focus SE
the old
base,
2-liter.
and it's completely airborne.
With it freeze frame where you hear William Jennings go, "That
Boys,
boys."
this could be trouble. Well,
Exactly.
well, it wasn't a Ford Focus. It was a Jeep Liberty, and it wasn't on a road. It was in the forest. I probably said too much.
All right.
Hey,
yeah.
at least
You
it
can't
wasn't-
say any more because the Statue of Limitations.
Hey,
Statute
run
of
out yet.
Limitations
Hey,
has
at
not
least
run
it
up
wasn't a
yet.
Dodge Stratus, because those were just
Uh,
even at rental cars, those were shit
oh,
boxes.
The reason I had the Jeep Liberty was because I drove a Dodge Status exactly 2 miles before I turned around and took it back and got the Jeep Liberty.
Can I change my answer real quick? Because the best front wheel drive ever was my mom's '97 Plymouth Breeze.
Oh, you I was about to say that. We had a Plymouth Breeze too. Green. As ours was a 98. That was my sister.
Mom, I
Jess.
hope you're not watching this right now because I'm about to say something.
My
So-
sister Jess, that was her first car, was the hand-me-down Plymouth Breeze, and that thing had 200 and something thousand miles on it, and used a quart of oil every time we drove it.
So my brother comes up from Savannah for some family emergency, right? Mom lets him drive her car, her '97 Plymouth Breeze.
What color
And
was
wow, it was white with blue pinstripes.
Okay, ours was
So
green
while
with
we're
the-
driving,
the dove
he
and
ended up
gold.
nicknaming this
Yes.
car Turbo. Because when you were pegged out on the edge of the tack,
Those cars made this weird sound.
it would make this weird, almost.
I realized.
All right. Yeah. We'll be here.
Ooh, that's good.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
All right, we're
That's
back.
a good beer.
Okay, so
I think that's Nick.
no, that's not Nick now.
Oh no, he's driving the Mercur
Yeah,
today.
you-
Anyway, no,
Anyway,
my rental car though.
Well, oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, I gotta chime in on this, okay?
Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
front and I agree. Front wheel drive rental cars are the best. Year 2015, Ireland. 2013,
You've heard of this one already.
2013 Nissan Micra. When they told me I could pay an extra 10 euros for the insurance, fuck, it was go time. It was go time.
Yeah, you
There's
better
an
believe I want the insurance.
There's actually a race series for
Yes, in the
Micros.
micros.
Dude, the Micra was the most best thing I've ever driven in my life.
Okay, the best thing that ever came out of that was a story, and I know it's like 2-minute story. You versus a man on a 1-lane road.
Yes, yes.
He told me
yes.
this drunk at the bar.
Oh,
you gotta
God.
say it really quick. Gotta say
Okay,
it really quick.
okay.
Sorry.
Cliff Notes version.
All right.
Beginning, middle, and condensed go.
Yep, back roads in Limerick, Ireland, right outside of Limerick, Ireland. 1 lane, cobblestone walls each
So like
side.
pretty much like cobblestone.
I just love the fact there's a town in Ireland called Limerick.
Yeah, we stayed right outside of Limerick in Adair. Anyway, I just decided to drive, just go explore. So we're on this like back road. It's all, it's not woods. It's all fields and cows and goats and shit. And I am booking it in the Micra, doing about 170 kilometers an hour. I'm
It's like
doing
30 miles an hour.
yeah.
So you're doing 90.
I'm doing almost 100 miles an hour, fucking booking it in the Micra.
1 lane
And-
road.
And the Micra barely fits on this road, and I'm coming around a corner, and all I see is a man truck. And if you guys
Cab
don't,
over. That's the best
if
thing
you guys
about
don't know,
Europe. Cab overs.
a man is a cab over semi truck, kind of like a Mitsubishi Fuso, but it's a whole
bigger.
semi truck. And he's coming the other direction, and he just looks at me, and he does this.
Doesn't stop. Just
He's just still going. There's no driveways. I am locking up e-brake using second gear to stop me, skidding. And I start reversing back for about a mile. But
And he's just going like
yeah,
that.
and he's just doing this.
He's
But then
bigger than you are.
But the 1 liter 3-cylinder Nissan Micra was fantastic through the mountains, through everywhere. And when I found out that police officers have to be in a posted area to radar speeds, I was going as fast as possible wherever I could.
So, on that
All right,
note,
regular
this,
car.
Last
this
beer and
is
last
the
thing.
last beer. Now, if people that know me know that Trooper, Iron Maiden's Trooper is, I love Iron Maiden, but their beer is one of my favorites. This is their red and black beer. It has not been out
I've been
in the last...
hit or miss on the Iron Maiden beers.
Well, the Trooper beer, it's a great English ale. It is awesome. I know you're not a fan of it though, but if you're a fan of English ales, it is good.
It's
This
It
yeah,
has a good smell
but
to
this
it.
is
Better
their
than that, though.
this is their red and black porter. This has not been out in the last 4 years. Last time I had it is the bottle that's sitting on the counter, and
Yeah.
it has been 4 years.
Well,
On Sunday, I went to the beer shop. They had just re-released it in the United States, so I got a bottle. I want you guys to try it.
cheers! I'm doing a solid chug. The whole thing's going down.
It's awesome. Tell me what you think about it.
that's pretty good.
It's pretty smooth.
I can dig.
I
that.
like it.
I can dig that.
There is one more beer by them that is just now about to hit the United States. It is their light beer. It is called the Light Brigade.
What is that supposed to be?
It is just their red and black. It's basically it's like a Irish red versus.
I was gonna say
one
it's
of the
like a
porters in
red
it.
with a pilsner.
Yep.
It's smooth with a little bit of a metallic aftertaste, but it's really good.
It's not.
And-
That's where the red
and-
comes at the
Yeah.
porter, and then with the red ting
And-
at the end of it.
I really have.
Low carbonation though.
Yeah.
I really have to pee.
Well, last
10
one.
seconds.
All right,
Go,
here we
go,
go.
and then
Alright.
we'll finish.
Ah!
All right,
Go,
here we
go,
go.
go.
I'll flip the picks real quick.
Oh! Okay. Okay. Oh my God! Look at that thing, Brian. That thing's beautiful. Look at that thing.
Hold on. Is that what I think it is?
That is an 82 SR5 Hilux for the rest of the world 4x4 that was on eBay that closed earlier this week.
Okay, describing it. It is what year?
82
Yellow.
It is an 82 bright yellow with the most
with the
1980.
with the SR5 hockey
Hey,
stripes or
It is the
Yeah,
most
super clean,
1985.
no
Bed,
rust,
it's
graphics
bed
that you did.
lined. It's got a bed lined bed.
There's
It's
no
got
rust
the
underneath.
hockey stripes.
It's
So
got. It
cool.
looks like it has steel wheel, like
Yeah, it's
steel,
got white
kind of
steel
like
wheels.
white
It's got
steel
wagon- it's
wheels
got wagon
on
wheels
it.
on
All
it.
right,
Yes.
really quick run over if you can answer these. Mileage.
82,000
Is that kilometers or miles?
miles. It's a,
Okay.
it's a
Oh,
Oh,
USD.
it is.
It's
It is a
market.
US. Yeah, because I saw 22R rust.
Yeah.
No.
No rust.
Transmission,
Manual.
and it's 4-wheel
And
drive.
Yes.
It's 4-wheel drive.
Single cab,
Yes.
Yeah, it was
long
single
bed or
cab.
short
Yeah,
bed?
long bed.
Long bed.
Interior is. I mean, I didn't see a picture of
Wear
the
wear and tear, but in
The
decent
interior,
shape.
the interior looked amazing. The steering wheel is fully intact.
You
The
take-
clutch
okay.
is
wait,
fully intact. It has a carpet cover over the dash. There's no pictures without that, so I don't know what the underlying dash looks
Okay.
like. But all the rest of the dash trim, the wood grain, and everything looks fucking perfect.
And you said the
Okay.
location was Ohio?
Ohio.
Oh
Eight-
shit!
88. 88 is my number. Be right back.
9-3.
11.5.
He's actually the closest. It went for $8,599.
Damn!
Nailed
I
it.
am really surprised that it does not have a lot more rust being.
I'm surprised it didn't go for more because it's getting so hard to find those trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the thing just looked amazing. When I saw it, I was just like, I would absolutely.
There's one on Facebook Marketplace right now. It's like an 86 or 87 that looks like it's been rolled, and it's going for $2,500.
Did you
When
see
I-
that?
I mean, when-
space
Like,
line?
it's intact and drivable.
My last year of high school, I had a two-wheel drive 83 SR5 short bed.
It
Yeah,
was
short
intact
bed.
and drivable, but it had enough dents on the roof and on the hood that it looked like it had been flipped, on a trail, and then pulled back over and driven home. And they want $2,500 for that.
Well, Toyota trucks really are indestructible, and kind of personal thing. When we were living in Panama City, my dad bought a brand new 1985 SR5 4x4, so last of the solid axle trucks. We came down here in '87, and we put a ton of miles on that truck. We put a ton of miles on that truck. Eventually, Dad was towing and flipped it because the trailer. He was towing another vehicle. The person's vehicle didn't fulfill the wheels. So they wrecked it coming off of an on-ramp and rolled it. We got the truck back.
Before we end,
We fixed
read
it.
back.
Sold it to my uncle. He drove the piss out of it until he couldn't drive anymore. Or actually, it was stolen from him. We found it in a swamp in Brooksville. It had been set on fire. And then we
It
brought...
runs in your family.
Yeah, but he didn't set it on fire. Somebody stole it and set it on fire. So, kind of different.
Did you reveal price yet?
Yeah.
$8,599.
You were closest.
You were close.
Ah, yes.
So anyway, we ended up dragging the remains of that truck home. We basically pulled all the vacuum and emissions equipment off it and made the engine run. And then we slapped an 81 cab, and my Uncle Edward built a wood stake bed for it. Continued to drive the thing for another 5 or 6 years till he couldn't drive anymore, and then sold it. So God knows how long that thing actually ran. So when you see the Top Gear episodes where he's trying to go a Hilux, personal experience, those trucks really are damn near indestructible.
Well, all right. So right before we end, I would like to read off because I know with this one we read off the thing, and this one we just I said fuck it because it sucked.
Sorry, Finnegan, that was not.
Yeah. No. So, Trooper Red and Black Porter is the first dark beer in the Trooper ranks and a modern take on a recipe dating back centuries. The red and black color spelled with a U because
Colors.
yeah.
Colors.
Comes from a blend of chocolate and crystal malt, which gives the full-bodied beer a roasted malt and caramel backbone. The Robertsons, which is the brewing company that does all the Trooper stuff, yeast provides hints of both licorice and honey characters while creating a delicious warm brew.
Well, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I agree. And on that note,
This kind of ruins my record of bringing good beers.
right. On that note, it's time to end. Thank you guys
Our
for
one
watching.
that we did not think was going to be good was
Right.
actually our best beer.
Yeah.
Catch us in a couple weeks, guys. We'll be live again, I'm sure, sometime, and
2
maybe
weeks
some
and,
stuff in between.
Yeah.
Don't
February is going to be a
Oh, it's gonna
action-packed
be
month.
a busy one for
Because
us.
we
So
got
make
my
sure,
birthday.
yeah, make sure you
But
guys
not
stay
only that,
tuned.
we got hopefully autocross events. We got IFOs, Import Face Off, which we might be there with Clutch Shift Go, who sponsors us. Go check them out. You get our t-shirts.
And
and
you
all
get
that
t-shirts.
stuff.
And don't
So-
forget, in the description, there's going to be a link to go to their website. There's going to be a link for Nick's card. There's going to be a link for our Facebook. There's going to be a
Not to
link for our
mention, not to mention
Instagram.
a discount code for Clutch Shift Go.
Oh,
I think
no,
that's
our
done.
discount code is
It's
gone.
done. Yes.
Yeah.
But we
Our
might have a
shirts
new
are
one.
full
We might
price.
have a new one. We just got.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure something
But
out.
anyway,
Okay,
but
then, all good things must come to an end.
But then also, check out our YouTube page. Like, comment, subscribe.
yeah.
We got videos of my 86 actually running when we put it
Ah.
back together.
Without videos, challenges. Hi, guys.
Hey, who are you? Hey, who are you? We don't know who you are, but comment.
That's fine. Thank you, guys.
10,000
Yes, thank you.
subscribers without videos challenge.
No, that might be an ad. We don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, but still, look at our videos. I mean, we got the 86 running on the first, bless you, on the very first,
Yeah.
like, putting it
And it's
together,
still running.
turned the
Yeah.
key, and it started instantly after
it's
doing
still
it.
running.
I
It's
And-
still
and-
running. It hasn't broken yet.
No,
Yes,
and we got
that's-
Chris's car on there. We have
Yes,
Nick's car. We still have to
We
do a
we gotta
feature
do something on
on his.
one of
we,
the
got,
cars.
we have to do a
One of
feature
our
on one of
cars.
mine. We got to do a feature on Brian's.
We gotta do one on Sabrina's because even though that is not technically my car, it is my wife's car. She does some good shit with that.
Right. But
She does.
besides
She-
the point,
she's got the fastest car in the yard.
make sure you guys follow us. Tell your friends. Share us around. We're filthy, dirty prostitutes that are free.
Sorry,
that
sorry.
too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, they had a
Red
red
fog light
light.
thing going on.
Yeah, but anyway,
Sorry, I caught
anyway,
it
no,
with the red fog light.
we get distracted easily. You can see that. Yeah.
Squirrel.
You can see that in our car meet video. We get distracted easy.
Z31 with no exhaust. What?
Right? Guys, have an excellent weekend.
Yes,
Thank you
have a good
guys
one.
so much for watching.
Have a
Take
good
it
one,
easy,
guys. See you
guys.
later.
Adios.